Well, but you understand that perfectly.
But I don't understand why.
So to this butter, we're going to add 1.5 cups of sugar.
See, that's the hard.
You can use any kind you want. I like to use this evaporated cane juice stuff.
Ooh, that sounds healthy and
it's not. It's sugar. It's sugar.
So, did the man just like unload a bunch of cheap sugar from Cuba?
I don't know. I don't know.
It
seems like
make our blood sugar get all fucked up.
I don't know. It seems like this is better than white sugar. It's less processed because they do a lot of horrid stuff to the white sugar that you don't want that getting in your stuff. Now the rest of the sugar I'm going to save because I'm going to turn it into colored sugars to roll my cookies in. In fact, you might be able to do that, Shasta, if you don't mind helping me out.
Oh, I don't mind. I have to at least look like I'm trying, because, you might lose your job if you don't look like you're trying.
No, that's not true.
It is true. It is true. It's the thing that everybody has to be aware of. The man is writing all kinds of news articles about it, about how, people, we're going to have some layoffs.
Mm-hmm. Dale's making people take what? Vacation without pay?
It's called forced layoffs. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't get paid. You have to take off, and you don't have enough money to go anywhere.
Okay, that should be enough of that.
So you're just going to sit around watching excess television,
which is where we come in.
We're providing you with free
entertainment.
Cost to you, entertainment,
because we foot the bill ourselves.
Yes. And we don't get any money from the city.
No, none.
There is not a man sending us a check.
Nobody's giving us shit.
We take the money out of our own pockets
and give it to you because we're patriotic Americans.
Well, they do. I don't really. I
just bring over beer sometimes, and sometimes you get some liquor from me, Mom. Bring it.
Sometimes.
Shasta contributes.
I'm good at getting out of stuff.
I'm very good at recognizing Shasta's contribution. It's not necessarily tangible in a monetary fashion.
It's more like goodwill.
Yes.
It's like goodwill. It's like an intangible valuation on something. Mm-hmm. A certain something extra.
That Shasta brings to the table.
That's valuable. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I am gonna get.
That's why I'm trying to get my brand all up. The more bigger my brand is, the more I'm worth. It's like Paris Hilton going to parties. Mm-hmm.
That's all she does.
That's all she does, and that's all she has to do, and she makes a lot of money doing it. Mm-hmm. She should probably get paid more for doing it.
So I'm going to cream this butter and sugar here.
What does that mean?
That means to mix it together till it gets creamy. And I just got some on the ground.
It looks like it's not going together.
It is. You just have to work it. The butter has to be stroked.
You have to stroke that stick?
You have to stroke that stick of butter until it turns to mush. It'll get all creamy on you. See, look how it's doing. You just have to work it. And you just want to make sure you work it real good.
That's one of the complaints I've heard from people on the show is that you don't use any small appliances.
Well, whenever electricity is unavailable or too expensive to use, you will want to be using the manual method.
Did I do my shot? I don't remember doing it.
Yeah, you did. We did our shot.
Weird.
Do you need another one?
No, I just don't recall it. Oh, I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
No, I wasn't. I was kind of done. So anyway, we're going to cream this butter and sugar. We're going to add to this an egg and a teaspoon of vanilla. And we're going to whip that up, and then we're going to add a mixture of flour, little baking soda, baking powder, pinch of salt, and that's it. You drop them onto a baking sheet, teaspoonful at a time, bake them in the oven about 8 minutes. Well, before that, roll them in some powdered or colored sugar, which, Shasta? I need to get you the rest of your stuff.
Oh.
So red and blue.
Red and blue make purple.
No, you do blue on one
Oh.
and then red.
What it has to do?
Just take a drop of that.
You know what? This might be a good investment. It's just to buy a whole bunch of these, and then when the depression hits, everybody's going to want a little color. And you can sell these for a lot of money.
So you just want to mix it up until all the sugar turns blue. So you just have to mush it in there because it's a liquid. Can you do that till it's all the lumps is
It
out?
looks kind of like a stoner activity.
And then, well, then you'd be real good at it.
There's some things that stoners are really good at, you know.
And that's red. So when you get done with that, kind of rinse your spoon off and then do the red one, okay?
Okay, I can do that.
All right. I want to cream my stuff real good. Make sure it's creamy. So I went and voted today. There was no line. There was like 7 voting machines. There was only me and like 2 other people there.
I heard crowds of people.
There was like 4 people working the thing.
I heard there was like
I
people
think
waiting in line for 5
But
hours.
no, that's only like in Detroit or someplace where there's lots of minority folks. Because, you know, the man doesn't want you to go out and vote. He makes it hard.
Because white people tend to vote for the man's candidate.
Right.
Because white people tend to be able to keep jobs with the man.
Mm-hmm.
Not all white people, but, you know.
Okay. I'm going to add,
The ones that live in the rich neighborhoods, at least, you know.
yeah.
The man just looks at your zip code and he says, are there a bunch of blank there? And, you know, his stoogey says, yes, there's this many blanks there. And the man, you know, is like, okay, tells his stooge, I want to keep the darkies down. And he decides, okay, well, there's this many percentage of darkies in this one county.
And that's maybe about a half a teaspoon of salt, just for a little extra
And he
punch.
decides the number of polling booths and old people sitting there looking at the book he's going to have based on the percentage of black people that live there. That's how he does credit, too.
Right. Or in property values and
All that.
all them man scams.
It's like the easiest thing to do. It's like they don't like, you know, they act like they do some kind of like major computing on a machine with all these variables. They just look and see what race you are and how much money that you make. They probably don't even have to do the money. They can just look at what race you are. And they decide. And that's how it is after that.
So add my egg and my vanilla. Just about a teaspoon of vanilla. That's looking good, Shasta.
Should I move to red?
Yeah, sure, if you want.
No, I'm not satisfied with my work yet.
Okay, well, just keep on doing that as long as you want.
So, should I say my weird thing that happened about like how I found someone on the internet who has exactly the same ideas?
Well,
as
I
Cookin'
think
Good?
that's the only reason you showed up tonight was to share that with the world.
It is.
So.
I'm obsessed with it. I hadn't even like read the thing, but I want to show it. It's over here. Now I know this looks like I'm not ready yet. Okay. I know that this looks like something that would be real easy for me to fake, but I didn't get around to like putting it in a fancy like notebook or anything. This is something I printed off of the internet, as they call it. Can you see that? I found this a couple of days ago just being on the internet, and it is this